Good morning. Good morning. You. Hi. Good morning. Hello. Good morning, everyone. This is Miss T. Good morning. Again, this isn't for the weak, and this isn't for the cheap. And the more and more I use that slogan, the more and more every day it plays out to be true. That I had the liberty to do another emergency run yesterday, where I picked up a young lady who flew in and just everything just wasn't right. She had an Airbnb. She thought she was going to get, a rental car. She called me and she was like, Miss T, maybe about a month ago, and said, I just really need transportation. I just want to know if you guys could just pick me up and take me to my Airbnb. So I said, but baby, who's going to be keeping you? And she was like, well, I had a friend that went and, but I'm going to keep myself, my boyfriend's going to come in later and he's going to keep me. And I said, honey, have you had surgery before? And she was like, no, I haven't had surgery before, but I've seen and this and that, right? Okay. Delusional. Okay, how do we say delusional? You can't be delusional with this stuff. You can't underestimate it. So I say, honey, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be comfortable with picking you up and dropping you off, knowing that there's not going to be anybody there immediately to take care of you. That's not something that my conscience is going to allow me to do. Now, what I can do is keep you for 24 hours, just that we can get your pain managed, so that you can, it can be manageable for you. So she basically said, okay, I'll call you back. Let's see what's going on. And she was going to see if she could get somebody to come with her right away. Well, lo and behold, yesterday about 6 o'clock in the morning, I get a call and she is here. Oh, remember I talked to you a month ago when I'm here. I just want to make sure that you're able to pick me up. And, I'm about half, called groggy because I fell out. I didn't go to sleep. And I said, okay, just give me a minute. Let me call back. So I'm picking you up. She says, no, I'm going to get me a rental car. And, my boyfriend's going to come in at 2. Hopefully, I got to get a rental car at 10. Hopefully, they don't call me before then. And I said, okay. Okay, that was somebody just flying in. So anyway, make a long story short, that didn't work out. She couldn't get the rental car. Of course, the surgical clinic called her to come in. She was trying to get the rental car. Her boyfriend's going to come in and all of this and all of that. So make a long story short, she ended up having to go to surgery. The boyfriend came in, nobody knows where, but it in a long shell. The 5 P's. Proper planning prevents poor performance. So I end up, of course, going to pick her up from surgery, did emergency room to have her at the hotel, had the hotel pick him up from the airport, even though they're not staying at the hotel. Again, ladies, the hotel that I use, you guys are VIP at the hotel, which means that they will go above and beyond for my clients because of my relationship with them. So they said, okay, Miss Kenny, no problem. I said, you can just pick them up and get them to the hotel, or I'll be fine. So with that being said, we picked her up, we picked him up, and, I got her comfortable. I was able to put her in the room and, give her some medicine and get her comfortable, and then, find out what Airbnb they're going to, take him to the store, get the necessary things that he needs to get for her. But I wasn't going to let her go like that. So I say that I am here for a purpose, and Lord knows I am being tested, but it's things like this that makes me know why I am here. I just got a call from her, a few minutes ago, and she's just saying, thank you, and, what she needs to do. So I do need to give her a call back, because I let them know that, I'll be there. Just give me a call and I'll try to help him. He saw blood for the first time. He almost fell out. He didn't think that it was going to be like that. He wasn't sure. Purpose is everything, right? And to be obedient, to live within your purpose, right? Regardless of when the world seems to be coming down on you. But he was grateful. He was like, man, I feel like I'm in a reality show. He was like, this is crazy. I picked him up, took him to a recovery house and, got her things. And he noticed, he see other women walking around. And he was like, oh my God, this shit is real. This is real. Ladies, this shit is not play. This is nothing to play with. Nothing to play with. Playing properly. And it seems like whenever I am the one that, the young lady that did the disservice to me and called all the people to come to my house and all of this stuff, I was helping. She was a person that booked me in the middle, right? So a lot of things is telling me that I have a plan, a purpose, but then I have procedures that people follow through. Usually you guys have talked with me, connected with me, and we've had conversations and we've laughed and I've made y'all laugh and, and we just connected. So if my spirit is not connecting with you, then it's this confusion and conflict. And I realize that. So today is a much better day for me. A much better day because God always remind me of my purpose. So when in fact you're going through your day and it seems like it's going bad, we just got to find some gratitude, right? They said our attitude determines our altitude. I couldn't get on a poor me. Why me? Why is they doing this to me? For a minute I did. I sat there for a minute like, after all that I do, why me, right? And God's like, why not you? Why not you? Okay? Because you... What? Why not you? Do all that you can do. So right now, I'm dealing with a little situation, the people are really trying to fuck with the landlord because he's supporting me and supporting what I do. And, I'm in an upscale area of Coral Gables. And so we're going to see how God handles this situation. But ain't nothing going to stop us. Ain't nothing. No weapon form shall stop us. Right? And so somebody wrote me and said, Miss Tami, we're right. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. But God never said the weapon wouldn't form. Right? And that was one of the deepest things. He never said the weapon would not form. He said it would not prosper. But people are going to come up against you. But it's not going to prosper. So I just wanted to tell y'all I got an attitude of gratitude. I hope you guys can see me because I can't see because the sun is all in my face. And so I'm driving and I'm living in my purpose. So there's one thing that I wanted to talk about too. I just wanted to say that and get that over with. Can you, even if the sun is in me, can they see me? Yeah. They can see me, but I can't see. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. And you guys, I got my son here with me. Say hey.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah. So it's a family affair, and sometimes I look over when I'm going through and when I have some of my family beside me, it lets me know and reminds me of what I'm really doing this stuff for as well. But I want to talk about hemo again, okay, ladies? And I hate that I can't see y'all, but I want to talk about hemo again. Okay, so a lot of you guys, fly in too and you wonder, about your hemo. I think we talked about it, your hemo will drop from your flight. So if in fact you have SS tonic or you have Floridix liquid, take a shot of iron before you get on the plane. And take another shot of your iron after you get off the plane because the altitude and stuff will drop your hemo as well. And it could take about anywhere between 8 to 24 hours before your body settles from the flight. Okay? And some of you guys sometimes get off the plane and you go directly to pre-op. And so you might be concerned about your hemo. So I just really wanted to give you guys that little tad bit in regards to hemo. So we're going to get back to the ins and outs of this recovery house. We've actually started a YouTube channel called Recovery House Chronicles for those that have missed a lot of my lives, and on that we'll start to just show you some ins and things inside the house or things that's going on that's just real, just live. And that just gave me an idea when the guy said this is like a reality show. And when he said that, I said, why don't we start posting some things, so people really know the ins and outs of what really goes on in recovery houses, the morning routines and different things like that. Would that be something that you guys would like to see? Just hit me up and let me know, okay? That we'll go ahead and for those that have never actually been in a recovery house, for those that want to know how things should be ran, or how things go from our intake process and stuff. And so it's free because you can find everything on YouTube, right? So people are charging people on how to start a recovery house or how to run a recovery house. Let's get in the inside of actually what goes on in a recovery house. Some things my son that sits next to me, he is a videographer and stuff, and he does well with cameras and stuff. He can shoot a whole video with a cell phone. Okay. He's on, and if any of you guys pull up King's Faith, it's a movie that my son is in. We were playing it yesterday, and it's a Christian-based film, but he's in that as well. So I'm happy to have him on board. Get in the inside, right. Share with your surgery sisters, right? The real recovery house. Yes, stuff like that, right? Because as people know about recovery houses, everybody's gonna run it differently. But I'm transparent, right? There's adjustments, there's readjustments. Things don't run always smoothly, right? They don't always run smoothly. I was saying to my, we had an incident where you might have a young lady who, every time she stood up, she would faint, and so we had once took one like that before that, and we took her to the hospital because she just kept fainting. So lo and behold, they brought her back to the car on a stretcher. They were like, this is just something that's got to work itself out. So with each person lesson, they said, well, she probably going to need to crawl to the bed, until that anesthesia wears totally off. And some people hold anesthesia for a long time. So lo and behold, we seen it again. Somebody came in exactly the same way. And so she ended up having to really crawl to the bed. And she was saying, Miss Tami, I feel so much better. I said, baby, I hate that you have to do this. I said, we really want. She said, no, Miss Tami, if I keep falling out, then if this is what I got to do, this is what I got to do, And she, of course, had to crawl herself to the bed. And she is doing wonderful today. She's grateful and thankful. But those are things that people don't talk about. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. What is the reality of this? So I think that we're going to start on Recovery House Chronicles. We're going to start documenting a lot of that stuff. Lessons learned. Take care of yourself. These women hear about, oh my God. And so then, there's successes and there's, lessons, right? And so we're learning the lessons, but we also want to continue to give you guys the ins and the know-hows on how to prepare before you get here. Lots of women now, and you guys know Dr. Bell is the med clear. I actually send shout outs to her. A lot of you guys are sending your lab work to me just to take a quick look at it. But also, if you're looking for a clearance, I don't know what Dr. Bell's process is, but I don't have a problem with looking at some of you guys' levels and lab work, because some of you guys are taking the things that I've said and you're putting it into play. A lot of girls are now going to get their lab works pulled prior to booking their dates, you know. And so we will continue to just keep you guys in the know. I'm on my way now. I got a call from someone who actually just flew in. A couple flew in from Texas. So we're on our way to actually go and pick them up. So you'll start seeing footage like that of us actually picking up people, and just really how this thing really works. Yeah, get your lab work right. If you don't know it's right, I don't have a mind. I don't have a problem with peeking at it. I ain't gonna charge you. You know, I don't know how that works, but I can peep at it. And some things you guys are concerned about, it's not a concern. You know, just because you might see some red in some areas, it doesn't mean that that's an issue. He done open that. Okay.
That's because now it looks like a garage. That's
okay. Yeah. So anyway, this ain't for the weak, and this ain't for the cheap, you guys. So we're gonna keep you guys in the know, okay? And until then, Miss Tami out. Yes, I am. Okay, peace.